Gallo Music, Africa's oldest surviving recording company, will be celebrating 100 years in a series of events honoring its century-long contribution to South Africa's music industry. Over the decades, Gallo Music has worked with South Africa's most celebrated artists, including Solomon Linda, Miriam Makeba, Hugh Masekela, and Lucky Dube.
The legacy of Gallo as a pioneer, I guess the quickest thing we can talk about is the pioneering of genres into the market. Obviously, you don't pioneer genres without the artists. So genres such as Maskandi definitely started at Gallo, Mbaqanga, Mkashio, which was an offshoot of Mbaqanga, Skatamia, which was popularized by Ladysmith Black Mambazo, Marabi, the oldest, which is like our jazz Marabi. Some people call it Marabi jazz. I just prefer calling it Marabi because there's a thing to it that says it's jazz, but it's also South African, distinctly South African. So the pioneering of genres into the market, introducing them into our households. This is music we grew up listening to.
Nobody understands the music better than music icon Sipho Hotsticks Mabuse, who will take us down the memory lane on the milestone and will mark a series of events kicking off in February next year.
Gallo has always been the record company with a footprint all over, where one's music could reach out, so it has always been the company that everybody speaks about. And so ours was more transitional, because we had been signed to an indie label that was owned by Rashid Valley and Abdullah Ibrahim, called the Sun Label, and they gave us the platform, really, because there are other issues which are related to how we got there, but I won't get into those. And I think of us moving from Ashams to Gallo, we felt that Gallo had more resources and better placed to advance our music.
The label's catalogue spans a wide range of genres such as jazz, marabi, mbaqamba, maskandi, reggae, gospel, pop, house, and kwaito, many of which have shaped the nation's cultural identity and resonated internationally.
It's very important for us to understand that that kind of adaptation is necessary. Technology evolves, and as a creative, one always has to adapt to what is new. But what we love about the era of vinyl cassettes and it was physical. It was things that you saw. It was things that you held on your hand. It was things that people held dearly within their homes and everywhere in the cars. They'll be playing CDs and so on. And unfortunately, or maybe, the current situation is such that you always have to listen music to a device and so on. Look, I guess because of our age, we relate, but we can't relate because our music is there. But the era of vinyl, which is, interestingly, coming back, because the young people are beginning to the CD, the cassettes. That was the best era because you could count the number of records that you sold and the amount of money that you'd make from them.
Gallo's recording has since received numerous awards, including international honors such as the Grammys, MTV's Summers, Cora All Music Awards, and Crown Gospel Music Awards.
All these artists, it's difficult to say who's got more Summers. There was a year, I think 2014, and Gallo had a list of nominations and wins at the Summers. So I would say Ladysmith Black Mambazo, especially on an international level. Definitely Ladysmith Black Mambazo has more accolades. That's up for discussion. But definitely Ladysmith Black Mambazo, if you're looking at Grammys and the number of Grammys that they have and the number of nominations they've had, if we are talking lots of accolades, if we're talking, there's a story people never talk about the first African musician to win a Grammy came through Gallo, started at Gallo, and it was Miriam Makeba. She's the first African artist to win a Grammy, and I don't know why that story is not. I don't know why people don't talk about it. Definitely, Lucky Dube, Oliver Mtukudzi, IPCC, Lundi, the gospel singer, Snazzy, Soul Brothers. These are some of our top-selling, top-streaming artists. Catalog-wise, I mean, I'm putting Snazzy in there. She's not necessarily catalog or legacy. She's the younger of the bunch that I've mentioned.
The Century celebration will also highlight Gallo's transition into digital era. Planned initiatives will explore how the company is adapted to its intensive archive for online access and expanding opportunities for emerging artists.
You look at all these framed album artworks. A lot of people who came up with Gallo, and I only mentioned artists. The fans themselves know Gallo to be synonymous with the music that they love. So music that they used to listen to on CD or vinyl or tape, a lot of people may not be aware that it's out on streaming platforms. So part of the digitization process was to bring all this music that used to be on CD and make it available digitally. Not just music, but music videos, for instance. We have our YouTube channel, Gallo Music. It's called Gallo Music. If you go on our YouTube channel, there are videos uploaded daily. Last week, we uploaded a rare video of IPCC. So these are videos people used to see on SABC back in the day, but they don't see anywhere. And maybe someone recorded them on a VHS tape back in the day, and they digitized that and they put it up as user-generated content. Because luckily on platforms such as YouTube, you find people who still have kind of these videos maybe on a DVD, so they'll upload them. We are daily uploading new videos, so our archive is a living archive that is available on your streaming sites, on your YouTube, like I mentioned, but we do have an archive that is, physical in terms of images.
Gallo Music Stories carries a history of people and legacy that will be enjoyed for decades, and milestones that represent both a moment of reflection and commitment to the future. For Morning Live, I am Tapelo Moela.